Hello friends, welcome to my channel, or welcome back, where we talk all things health and wellness. Today I'm going to be sharing with you my go-to hot chocolate that is life-changing. Let me share with you a few reasons why. Number one, it's easy little dessert that I can take on the go. I either put it in cups that stay warm, the thermal cups that keep it warm, or I've gotten these little plastic containers from the Dollar Tree and I will put all the dry ingredients in there, and then wherever I'm at I just add hot water with my big mug and have it to sip as I go throughout my day. But I love it because it's a dessert that I can have and enjoy, and it keeps me satisfied and full and also hydrates me. And there are super healthy benefits and some things that I've hidden into my hot cocoa. Namely the stevia, which I talked about in last week's video. If you're interested in checking that one out, I will leave a link in the comment section below. But then also cacao powder. Now I love using the cacao powder versus the cocoa powder. The cocoa powder is more processed. The cacao powder is a little bit more bitter, so you're going to need a little bit more sweetener, but it preserves a little bit more of the nutrients, namely some flavonoids, which have been shown to increase blood flow to the brain and brain function, stabilizing your mood, improving your mood, decreasing depression symptoms. It's loaded with polyphenols, and it is also loaded with antioxidants, more antioxidants than blueberries, goji berries, and even pomegranates. Those are just to name a few of the health benefits of cacao powder. Now, in some of my variations of my hot cocoa recipe, I add 1 teaspoon of collagen powder. Now, you don't have to add it at all, or you can add more than 1 teaspoon, but being on a budget, I usually just stick with 1 teaspoon. It's gonna add a little bit more creaminess, but also give you a health boost. And then I also sneak in my super greens in there, and I love sneaking in my super greens with things chocolate because it hides the color a little bit better, as well as by adding the stevia you also hide the flavor and taste because it does have a bitter taste. I notice I do need to add a little bit more stevia when I do use my super greens. Now I am giving you 3 variations today for 3 various reasons, depending on your fancy, depending on your preference. So the first variation is super simple. It's just cacao powder and stevia. Now, if you want, you can just add water, or you can add a little bit of milk and water, or just a little bit of almond milk and water. That's just gonna make it a little bit more creamy, but just the idea is that you can do it with minimal ingredients. You don't need a lot. And then I get a little bit fancier in the next one, and I add a few more ingredients. And then the final variation that I share with you is just kind of a little bit fancy. It's a little bit thicker, a little bit more frothier, a little bit more creamy. And so that's why I added the extra things. But the lovely thing about all 3 variations is that except for the milk, if you have that, or water, you can pre-make everything, put it in your little to-go cups, dump it in your cup when you're ready, and you have cocoa anytime, anywhere. I love this because it's something that I feel like is kind of sweet and chocolatey on the go throughout the day, and it just really helps keep me going, especially when you're busy and you don't have time to make something fancy. My daughter has tried it and she loves it. My son has tried it and he's like, kind of hesitant towards it, but I think it's because he's like, oh, it's mom's healthy drink of some sort, and he can be kind of hesitant in that way sometimes. However, like one time, or a couple of times now, one time we were in the van driving somewhere, and one time we were just at home, he was like, mommy, what's that delicious smell? And it was my hot cocoa that I was sipping. So let's dive in, and I will show you the 3 variations of hot cocoa. And again, why is it life-changing? Because it is super delicious and super nutritious and super easy to make in batch, to make ahead, make a bunch of them ahead, and then you have them ready to go for the week. So let's hop in. I just wanted to show you really quick. These are the containers that I got at the Dollar Tree. It's 10 of them for $1, and they're fantastic to make ahead, like powders and what have you, for quick drinks that are nutritious and delicious. So I absolutely love these, use them all the time. And then I wanted to show you real quick, this is how much hot cocoa they make. I like making a big batch. I like being able to sip on it throughout my day. And this is about 32 ounces. And then this one is a little bit, it doesn't matter as much if it gets spilled, and it keeps it hotter longer. So these are the 2 options that I like to use. I love being able to sneak the super greens in wherever I can. Now, a lot of the newer Trim Healthy Mama recipes will use dual greens, and essentially what it is half spirulina, half moringa. They're one of the most packed powders or foods available. They're loaded with protein, vitamins, minerals, and give you lots of energy. Moringa also is really good for those with MTHFR mutations or any methylation issues. And it also has high antifungal, antiviral properties. And so again, Trim Healthy Mama will call for the dual greens, which is essentially half and half of these two greens. And so I actually have gotten these on Amazon. I can link them below if you're interested. And then I mix them half and half and just put them in a jar so they're ready to go. I just wanted to give a quick shout out to my free Facebook community. It's just a place where I give tips and encouragement and where we just encourage one another and hold one another accountable.